Hello, thanks for joining us on TCM. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Tonight we're focused on films made by Edward Dmytryk, who directed his first movie in 1935, remained active until the mid-1970s. Up next, an unusual Western with a strong cast from 20th Century Fox in 1959, Warlock. Warlock is a small town terrorized by a group of bandits. That makes it tough for the town to keep a sheriff. So somebody in town gets the idea to see if a famous gunman will take the job. He's played by Henry Fonda. Fonda comes to town with his loyal sidekick, played by Anthony Quinn. Fonda's reputation precedes him, and he ends up taming the bandits relatively painlessly. One of them, played by Richard Widmark, is so impressed by Fonda he becomes his deputy. But the crux of the story unfolds unexpectedly from there. The cast of Warlock includes Dorothy Malone as a woman from Quinn's past and Dolores Michaels as Fonda's love interest. It also features several promising newcomers of the day, including comic and impressionist Frank Gorshin and DeForest Kelley. Both would become famous on television in the 1960s, Gorshin as the Riddler on the Batman TV series, and Kelley as Dr. Bones McCoy on Star Trek. Director Edward Dmytryk was known for tough crime dramas, notably Crossfire and Murder My Sweet. He made 5 westerns during his career, but Warlock received praise for its adult storyline and its realistic examination of the complexities of defining good and evil. From 1959, also with Wallace Ford, Richard Arlen, Regis Toomey, and Tom Drake, this is Henry Fonda in Warlock. Edward Dmytryk, who directed Warlock, was one of the original Hollywood 10, a group of mostly writers, a couple of directors, Dmytryk included, who were arrested, jailed, and prevented from working in 1947, the event generally considered the beginning of the blacklist. After he was released from prison to become employable again, Dmytryk eventually chose to appear before investigators and name several people as members of the Communist Party in Hollywood, or former members. Dmytryk was the only member of the Hollywood 10 to name names. Having identified his friends, former friends, his name was cleared and Dmytryk started getting work again, but the decision followed him the rest of his life, including onto the set of Warlock. Anthony Quinn asked Dmytryk to explain his decision to name names, and Dmytryk justified it by saying that blacklisted screenwriters could get work using pseudonyms or fronts, but directors didn't have that luxury. With a new wife and children, he told Quinn he felt he had no other choice, and Quinn felt Dmytryk had suffered enough, though certainly not as much as those who steadfastly refused to name names and cooperate with the House Un-American Activities Committee, which we now know behaved in far more un-American fashion than those it investigated. Up next, Dmytryk directs a drama, and it's one of Humphrey Bogart's final films.